Welcome to Reporter Room with Jessica.
Welcome to Reporter Room, where we seek truth and justice. My name is Jessica Davies. I'm an investigative journalist. Today, we're going to talk about the case of Summer Wells, focusing on Dawn Wells and narcissism. Was Dawn Wells lying in wait when Candus and her mother returned home with Summer on June 15th? Candus seems to be realizing that Dawn isn't really protecting her. Why is that? Let's get into it. For those of you not familiar with this case, please check out my other video, 5 Things Dr. Phil Did Not Show You. I will link this for you in the description below. Everything I'm sharing with you today is my opinion, so please do not send any negativity to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Let's be kind and empathetic toward each other. Does Dawn exhibit narcissistic personality traits? Traits include having increased feelings of self-importance and tend to focus on their own needs before thinking about the needs of others. To be clear, I am not diagnosing anyone. A narcissist is happy to mock, humiliate, and make physical threats, even engage in acts of neglect. Motive, means, and opportunity. Today, we're going to discuss Dawn Wells and 4 motives he had to get rid of Summer. Hear me out. Consider the ways we have heard Dawn speak to Candus after we discovered the June 15th timeline had discrepancies on the day that Summer disappeared. Was Dawn lying in wait for Candus and Summer when she returned home after meeting up with H and taking H to the watering hole to go swimming? Before we go any further, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We know Candus Summer and Summer's grandma, Candus Harer, who I'm going to call Grandus to reduce confusion, since Candus and her mom have the same name, all got in the car on the morning of June 15th to take Grandus to the Holston Valley Medical Center to have her knee checked out. We know that Candus and H spoke on the phone on the morning of June 15th, and that H is a 15-year-old boy and the son of Candus's former friend, Allie. We know Candus invites H to go fishing or maybe to a water park, and he asks his mom and she gives permission for him to go. We know H claimed that Candus told him that Dawn had gone to work, taking the boys with him. What we don't know is exactly where Dawn was on the day of June the 15th, the day Summer disappeared. Was he at work the entire day or not? Cell phone service in that area is patchy, so GPS and cell phone tower pings may not be 100% accurate in this case. Dawn has been caught on tape multiple times mocking Candus, stating most recently, "I have 7 alibis. Candus ain't got none. She's going down." Why is Dawn so sure Candus is going down? Could Dawn have orchestrated Summer's disappearance to set up Candus? Hear me out. After Candus, H, and Summer return to the hospital to pick up Grandus, they all go to Walgreens to get Grandus's prescription filled. And this is when H says Candus received a phone call from Dawn. H says he heard Dawn tell Candus that there had been a man on their property that day lurking around, and that he had been hanging around for a week or so, and that this stranger was stalking kids. Why would Dawn call Candus to say there was a stranger lurking around the Ben Hill Road property who was, quote, stalking kids? This is a major discrepancy that needs to be considered, since Dawn was supposed to either be at work with the boys or the boys were left at home unattended to clean the house. Did Dawn have a motive to take Summer? In my opinion, he had 4 motives. 1. Candus had called the police on Dawn in October of 2020 for a DV incident. To get the charges dropped, Dawn allegedly bought Candus a brand new red SUV. We know Dawn drove the SUV that day to work, not Candus, which is odd since Dawn works muddying drywall, and this is a dirty job. Why wasn't Dawn driving his work truck that day? In my opinion, it was because Dawn is a narcissist and he didn't believe that Candus really deserved that SUV. The ultimate revenge on Candus would be to have her drop the charges on him and then him set her up to control her by taking Summer away. This would account for the bizarre phone call that H overheard about the quote stranger on the property. 2. Maddie McCann money. Hear me out. We know that millions were donated by the public for the search for a beautiful blonde little preschooler in the UK named Madeleine McCann. The first thing the Wells family did was have a friend set up a GoFundMe page. Was this a preliminary effort to cash in? Later, we see Dawn going on multiple YouTube channels to promote himself and ultimately setting up a YouTube channel to promote himself. He went on Dr. Phil, accepted every Facebook friend request, and pulled multiple publicity stunts, mostly at Candus's expense, in an effort to promote himself and his YouTube channel. 3. Taking Summer was the ultimate way for Dawn to control Candus. He sets her up and tells her that if he's going down, she's going down because she doesn't have an alibi. Then he proceeds to control the narrative of Summer's disappearance, catapulting himself into the spotlight. The spotlight this narcissist, in my opinion, believes he deserves to be in. Consider that narcissists have increased feelings of self-importance, and then consider Dawn's past behavior includes a massive criminal record, including multiple felonies in multiple states with hard prison time served. We've seen Dawn repeatedly be willing to devalue and demean Candus. We've also witnessed the awful name-calling. Do you think Dawn cares about Candus? Because he has devalued her over and over. 4. Dawn has a motive of jealousy. Dawn was arrested for brandishing a gun while intoxicated in October of 2020. He's been convicted of multiple felonies in multiple states. He served hard prison time. Meanwhile, he is wrapping himself up and repackaging himself as a God-fearing, church-going Christian. However, we all know the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. If there was something unsavory about Candus's behavior with H, and this is only my opinion, then jealousy would be a massive motive for Dawn. Do you really believe he valued Summer? We know narcissists tend to make decisions for others to suit their own needs, their own agenda. And we know narcissists are willing to use children to meet these unreasonable, self-serving needs. So picture this. Candus returns home after meeting up with H. What if Candus's version of events was mostly true? And hear me out. Candus states that she and her mother decided to plant flowers, that Summer joined them. Summer wanted to go into the house to play with her brothers, and Candus claims she watched Summer enter the house. Candus says she helped Grandus with her knee brace and went back inside, where she said her 3 sons were and Summer was. She said that the boys told her that Summer went in the basement. When she called for Summer, Summer didn't answer, and she went down to the basement, and Summer had disappeared out of the inside of their house. If Candus's versions of events is mostly true, let's just say that maybe she left out a part about falling asleep or getting distracted for an hour. What if a jealous, angry Dawn was lying in wait for them to get home and took Summer, put her in the funky shed or somewhere else, and then returned to work? Why else would Don feel compelled to establish his alibi? He knew Candus was calling 911 because he told her to do it. We know this because both Don and Candus claim Don told Candus to call 911. Yet Don decided he was going to call 911 also. Why? Using another opportunity to gaslight and throw Candus under the bus, Don tells the 911 operator that Candus came back from a walk and found Summer missing. We know from Don's past that we cannot simply take his word for anything. He has multiple felonies in multiple states, and this includes breaking into people's houses. Can you imagine how scary it would be to have someone break into your house? But this is who Don really is, and this is what Don really is. Subscribe and leave me a comment.